Okay, we're here. We're not queer, but Matt will do things for money.
Sure will.
Well, welcome to the next episode of the Gamecologists. I'm John, and I'm here with Kyle and Matt again for like the 9 millionth time.
Don't make it sound so terrible.
No, it's
Yeah, I
it's
know,
not.
right?
You guys are the best, and you're always in such a good mood all the time,
Oh
consistently.
yeah,
I call this guys. It's always smiles and sunshine. Nobody
I'm
ever
not,
yells at each other,
I've never even been angry.
and not even once.
No,
Yeah. So, before we get into today's main topic, there were a few news things that I heard that I thought were pretty interesting. One of them, and
enlighten
this
me.
is just as of this recording, just a few hours ago, scrolling through Facebook videos, and I saw that Nintendo has an app called Nintendo Today, where you download it on your phone and you pick which games or franchises you're interested in, and it gives you relevant news to those. And I get to see the Metroid Prime 4 trailer, which
Oh, is it good?
it looks pretty cool. I mean, I really liked Dread like a lot, and
It's great.
I was hoping for another sequel like in that style, and Metroid Prime 4 looks more like a obviously a return to form for the Prime series, the first person. I mean, I'm still excited for it. I'll still play it, but hopefully if we all go out and buy Metroid Prime 4, they'll make another side-scrolling one.
Nope.
They might.
Hopefully.
It keeps the franchise alive, sales numbers.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna buy it.
Well, you're a giant hater.
No, I love Metroid Prime. I'm just playing around.
I also this one isn't exactly new. Oh, well, no, before that,
Well,
what?
didn't you have a problem playing one of the Metroid Primes?
Yeah, I can't beat the first one because I have like a colorblind issue. But I can get all the way to Metroid Prime, like the final boss fight. It's
You
a
don't have to lie. You can just say you're bad at video games.
no, I can get to the final boss, and what it is so Samus has multiple types of blasters that are represented by colors,
Hmm.
and I think it's like a light blue and a white, basically. But when you fight the boss, it's constantly changing colors, and you have to swap to the different weapon to damage it, and it's when it swaps between the ice beam and the wave beam that I have a hard time differentiating those two colors. So they're both very light, and my eyes are dumb. But with that boss, it's kind of I thought it was kind of difficult, and you have to be on it the whole time. Like you have to change when he changes and keep shooting and stay consistent. And it's I have a hard time doing that. I was never able to beat it. I still have it. I got it again as an adult and made it all the way to Metroid Prime. I was like, I'm going to do it this time. I didn't do it. Was
Get
not
better
able to do.
eyes.
Get better eyes. Let me go to the eye
Maybe when Matt
store.
moves out there, he can help you beat it.
Yeah, maybe with his stupid hands.
Then he can just tell you which one to switch to.
Or I could sit there quietly and watch him suffer.
He's gonna yell at me. He's gonna be like, "Wait, no, please." It's not gonna help at all.
Just say wave beam or whatever. Like.
Yeah.
I just tell him, no, it's the other one.
Mhm.
No, not
Um.
that one. Go back to the other one.
Yeah, but another thing I saw because based on the games that I liked and were relevant to me, the Zelda movie's got a release date. The live action Zelda is supposed to come out in 2 years, which I don't understand what they're going to do. I mean, I'm open. Video game movies have taken a turn for the better in the last number of years, so maybe it'll be something good. But Link doesn't talk. As soon as he starts speaking, I'm going to be like, "What the fuck?"
Do we know who's playing him yet?
I don't think so.
Um,
I'm sure somebody somewhere does. It's probably Danny DeVito.
I'd watch it.
I was saying earlier they should have Amber Heard play Zelda and she could shit in Ganon's bed. That'd be great.
Oh, I do have something.
Should be
It's not
pooping on
really.
his house. Pooping in his house. You don't know what the fuck you're missing. Just shit. Sorry.
It's not necessarily like gaming news, but there's a YouTube channel I watch called Death Battle. And for those who don't know what it is, they'll take two video game characters or anime characters, whatever, and like pit them against each other to the death. And they just did Jujutsu Kaisen versus My Hero Academia. Fuck you, I don't remember the character names, but they give a teaser, like a teaser for the next fight that they're gonna do, and the next one is Doom Guy versus Master Chief. I'm
they
super
already
excited
did.
for
I
that.
say Doom guy. I
Oh yeah,
They already did Doom Guy versus Master Chief, though. So is this Doomslayer versus Master Chief? Because there's a difference between Doom Guy and Doomslayer.
I don't think
All
there
right,
is.
is
Pretty sure
there
it's the
really
same
though?
guy. It's essentially the
They're
same
really
dude.
not, dude. Like it's yeah, one's from the 80s or whatever, but like
It's the
it's
90s.
whatever. I
Yeah,
don't give a shit.
You
Doom
should.
Guy
Doom guy gives a shit.
is a standard Space Marine that went super badass, and then Doomslayer is the same guy, but with
Same
all the
guy. Same
superpowers.
guy.
No,
He's
Batman is when he puts the mask on.
Y'all heard it. He said same guy.
I thought Death Battle. There was a thing I had an issue with. It was the Omni-Man versus Homelander.
Yeah.
There was a part where, well, yeah, the Viltrumites are weak against very high frequencies of sound, and they gave Homelander like a supersonic scream, which I've read the comic books and watched the entire show. I've never seen him do anything like that.
He
Me
does though.
neither.
No, I never. I've
Yes,
read
he
every
does.
issue of the comic, and when
It's when he's on the plane that's crashing
he
and
doesn't
they're
do a
like standing up
supersonic
there.
scream, he just yells like
He
normal.
yells really loud in the
Well, yeah,
comic.
but not like superhuman loud.
I mean, pretty sure he does because their ears are bleeding.
I mean, I don't recall.
They show the comic panel in the episode.
I don't
Oh,
think. I don't know. I'd have to watch it again. I don't remember that at all.
well, Death Battle is kind of iffy with their sources sometimes.
I do
No,
agree
just
that
haters.
Omni-Man would absolutely wreck
Oh,
that dude.
absolutely.
Homelander's never actually been in a fight.
Nope.
But yeah, what was the other? I had it's not exactly news. One thing I also downloaded and started messing with was Nintendo has a music app, which is kind of like Spotify but with Nintendo Music. Granted, what they have the rights to kind of limits what they're able to do. I was looking for like old Castlevania stuff and it's not on there. I
Yeah.
guess like Konami, but F-Zero, Star Fox, Mario's.
Hmm.
There's cool shit on there, Donkey Kong's. There's I made a quick little playlist of like 12, 13 songs, and I'm gonna keep fucking with it later.
Okay.
Yeah, Matt, did you have anything? Didn't you have a thing?
Well, I would just like to remind everyone that the new Daredevil, I'm not Daredevil, but the new Devil May Cry anime is going to be released April 3rd.
That's
Oh,
cool. I don't have
And
Netflix.
it's the same people that did Castlevania. So, John, I know you don't like anime, but I know you did like Castlevania. So, you probably will end up liking Devil May Cry,
Well,
considering it's the same studio that made Castlevania.
I think now I don't really know specifically who made Castlevania, but there are certain shows like The Boondocks is a perfect example. It is
I love that
animated.
show.
It is animated in a Japanese style. Like it has Japanese anime style animation for the show, but the rest of it, the writing and everything, like I'm pretty sure that show was made in America.
Yep.
It's just animated in Japan.
Yeah,
And I think the Castlevania series was probably a lot like that because the animation looks very, very Japanese, but the dialogue and the acting and the storytelling really doesn't.
right. But that's what I'm saying. That if you have the chance to watch Devil May Cry, you will probably enjoy it, saying it's the same people that made Castlevania. And the other thing I was going to bring up is that Amazon Prime has greenlight a series for God of War, and
Oh, that's
people
right.
making God of War don't play video games. They never even played God of War,
That's at
and
least the director.
yeah, but the guy who's in charge of it all, who has
Yeah.
final decision of what goes in and what doesn't go into the show. And a lot of people are taking issue with that is because he said that the game is too hard for him to complete, so he's not going to even try. But there's a setting on there called story.
Yeah, it's an easy mode.
It dumbs down the game so much.
Mhm.
You could just walk through it.
He would know that's what he played on.
For some people, ketchup is just too spicy. I
Ketchup is too spicy.
don't know what
But
to tell you.
like I mean, I understand why they want to make another video game show because they had a huge success with Fallout. But here's the difference between God of War and Fallout. A, the people involved in the show were all huge fans of Fallout. B, Fallout is an RPG with multiple different characters and multiple different settings, but it's
So is
all
God of
set
War.
in the same universe. Yeah, but
So is God
each
of War.
Every
okay,
God of War stars Kratos.
yeah,
Every God of
every
War game has the same main character.
yeah,
Yeah.
But I think what he's
Kyle,
trying to say is that like you could make a Fallout game and just throw a dart at America at whatever city or state it
Mhm.
lands on. That's where you just
yeah,
this is radioactive Charles and he's gonna be our Fallout
Yes,
for
yeah.
the
I
evening.
understand, but
Yeah, like it's Fallout is much broader for storytelling, so you can get away with a lot more as long as you keep the core concepts of the environment. God of War, on the other hand, is much more focused and centralized on certain characters.
yeah,
And
that's fair.
if you don't understand these characters, your show's not going to work.
They're just gonna put him in the God of War outfit, and it's gonna be fucking hilarious.
Who's gonna play Kratos?
Probably The Rock. I don't know.
Fuck no.
I hope not.
If it's Dwayne The Rock Johnson, I'm not going to watch
You
it.
don't have to say the whole thing, dude.
I feel like I do.
It's
It's
like a
not a
Tribe Called Quest.
it's not a pimp named Slickback. Come on,
It
dude.
is. It is. It
You know,
is. It's
I would
exactly
really
that.
like I would like a Dwayne the Rock Johnson skin in God of War Ragnarok, and that's as far
Yeah,
as it needs to go.
yeah,
That's
absolutely.
it. Don't change his voice, nothing else. Just but that would look cool with his tattoos and all the shit.
It's like in Smite, the first one, the MOBA. They put the guy who played Hercules in the live action TV show in the 90s.
Kevin Sorbo, never heard of
Yeah,
him.
Yeah.
they put him into the game. His
Nice.
voice, everything, like, the skin, it had his face. It was Hercules, and it was fantastic. That
Real.
I didn't want him to be the whole fucking game. Like I don't need him to be anything other than that. I don't need The Rock to be Hercules.
But he was Hercules. There's a movie where Dwayne The Rock Johnson is Hercules.
What movie did he play Hercules in?
Hercules.
He was in a
The movie's
Hercules
called
movie?
Hercules. Yeah.
Yeah, he
I
was in
had
a
no
Hercules.
idea. I had
He
no
did the
idea. They're
13
like
trials of the 13 labors of Hercules or some
I
shit.
think
He
you're
kills
probably
women
Yeah.
in
thinking of the
line and shit.
Scorpion. That was the Scorpion King, Will Smith.
No, like it came around. It came out around the same time when they did the Legend of Hercules, and that had one dude from Twilight in it.
Which one,
One of the
Batman?
uh, no, one of the vampires,
Which
not the
one?
Batman.
Batman, not Robert Pattinson. The bigger, buffer one of them
I
all.
don't know.
I
The
don't know
bad
his name
guy?
either. No, no, he was part of like the family that
Oh,
was.
I have no
Uh,
idea who it is. I'm
that's
just trying to
Kiefer
figure out.
Sutherland.
Did you look that up, or you just have a knowledge of
Yeah,
Twilight you
that's
didn't
Lost
tell us
Boys.
about?
That's Lost Boys.
eh,
He
no,
was the bad vampire in Lost Boys.
no, no, it wasn't Kiefer Sutherland. John's just being an idiot. It's my
Yeah,
very limited knowledge of Twilight.
I don't know. I think your knowledge of Twilight is more expansive than you're letting on.
No, it's not. I just know he was in Twilight because when I looked up
You
who
think you
the
can outrun
actors
me?
were in The Legend of Hercules, that movie came up. Let me see.
Was he? Did he played the bigger buffer one? You said, right?
Yes,
Okay.
like because everyone else is kind of thin and stuff. This was the only actor that had any muscle.
Helen Lutz.
There you go. That's the guy's name.
We didn't need to do that.
We did. It was necessary.
Aside from Twilight, he's been in a few other movies, and guess what? He's pretty decent in those movies. Twilight just sucks. This is
Well, there goes our Twilight fandom.
Yeah,
yeah.
Fuck,
thanks.
dude.
Well, I was gonna say this episode is sponsored by Twilight, but I don't think it is anymore.
No, it's sponsored by Alan Lux and Robert Pattinson, who have had decent careers after Twilight.
Hey, honestly, if they want to be on the show, great. But that'd be cool.
Well, if they don't play
So,
video games, what are we making God of War? Yeah.
That's
Let's call back. Let's call back.
good.
Put the callback counter up to 1.
Honestly, though,
Days without callbacks back to 0.
I hope that the show ends up being good.
Same.
The God of War show. I don't want The Rock to play Kratos because I don't think he doesn't fit the role, I don't think. But
absolutely not. He just plays
but
himself in every role.
yeah, I know. And he's gonna fuck it up. And I don't know. It's just not good.
Kratos is a complex character, and The Rock has
No,
no
he's not. He's just
complexity to
angry all
him.
the time. What are you talking about?
I will stand by Walking Tall. That's a good movie.
Sure, no, that's a good movie.
Walking
Just-
Tall and
Also a remake.
yeah.
the Rundown were pretty good.
His early movie career
Yeah,
was pretty good.
and Faster, the one where he gets shot in the head and then he comes back and then he goes on a revenge spree. He doesn't talk much in that movie. He just goes and kills
That's
all the people that murdered him and his brother for crimes they were committing.
Matt. That was fried green tomatoes.
I bet it was.
That was fried green tomatoes with Kathy Bates.
No,
It
it
wasn't The
wasn't.
Rock. That was Kathy Bates.
She's a good actress.
That's how good
no,
she is. You thought she was The Rock.
it was rabbit proof fence.
I'm pretty sure it was fried green tomatoes.
No, it's Schindler's List. All right, get it right with Liam Neeson.
With
And he's
Qui-Gon?
mad that the Nazis took his family.
Why is that fun? Anyway, what's the what we're
We're
getting way off
22
track.
minutes into the show.
Really? I'm at 35 because I had to wait for you. Yeah, what is the today we're talking about our earliest gaming memories. What was the first console you guys remember playing as a kid?
Your mom,
The NES.
I also say
uh,
NES.
Atari.
Well,
Hmm.
let's throw out a few games besides the obvious. Besides, for NES, I'd say besides Mario and Zelda and Tetris, and for Atari, I would say besides Centipede, Pitfall. Do you have anything else? I had like Blaster Master, Star Tropics, Fester's Quest, Iron Sword, Adventure Island.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. All right, so when I was growing up, as my grandparents had a video game system, that was the Atari. And we only had like two or three games, but the one my brother and I played all the time was Pitfall. I don't remember the other two games
Mhm.
that we had. I'm pretty sure one of them was Pong. Like, because like an obvious one that came with an Atari. But then there was my uncle who had a Sega Saturn, no Sega Genesis, because
Was
this
it?
was like early
uh,
'90s, like super early '90s.
That could
I'm
be
pretty
the Genesis, but before that was the Master System, which was basically the NES version of Sega. Sega's 8-bit.
right. But we had Sonic.
Oh, then that's
So,
that's Genesis.
okay, yeah. So we had Sonic and Samurai Showdown,
It's a good one.
and what was the other game?
I
I
don't
don't
know.
quite I don't quite remember the other games we had because we mostly played Samurai Showdown and Sonic.
Yeah, I get you. I mean, I don't really remember the games we had for the NES because I was three, and the only one I can remember is my mom playing Super Mario World all the time. So I played that too, but I was
That's
three or
Super
whatever. And
Nintendo.
yeah, I know, not Super Mario World. I meant Mario Brothers. I just say Super Mario World because that's one I like the best. But I remember the console being like fat. It wasn't the slim as Super Nintendo, so it wasn't. It was Mario Brothers.
Yeah.
But we got Sega from my aunt. My aunt had PS1, Sega Genesis, PS1, Super Nintendo. I played fucking Arkanoid. I played a bunch of shit. And we had Sonic, and I was playing it when the power went out on Genesis, and it fried the console.
With our NES, one of the things we had was it wasn't the what was the not rare version? Because there were Stadium Events is the rare one. I think it's World Class Track Meet, which came with a like a trackpad, I think it is. It's like a DDR pad. It's the thing you plug
Right.
into
Okay.
your NES, and it's got a whole bunch of like twister buttons you step on, and you like run in place and jump to the next set of buttons to do like the long jumps, and shit had Olympic events. It was cool. We get on our hands and knees and like slap the buttons really fast. We did a lot of cool shit on the NES. The original Zelda, a lot of them. Like I went and sought them out and reacquired them, and now they just sit here and stare at me on my desk, mocking me. You'll never beat any of us. I beat a couple of them. I've beaten a few of these on cartridge. But yeah,
I wish I had a
they were
Super
hard.
Nintendo.
Yeah, here, this one.
I wish I had an actual Super Nintendo.
Shut the fuck up, Kyle.
I'm just saying, I do. It'd be nice. I don't have any games for it. But
So which consoles did you spend the most time with as a kid, and how did the evolution of because I know mine as I got older, I didn't go like in sequential order, like PS1,
yeah,
PS2, PS3, and then PS4. We jumped back and forth depending on what we had and what we held on to. Like what's like the GameCube died, but the N64 still works. So here we are
yeah.
in 2008, and all the fellas are playing GoldenEye, like
Hey,
Conker's
GoldenEye's
Bad
great.
Fur Day.
I
We
mean,
used to
it's
do that.
terrible, but it's great.
We would throw the we would it was in high school. I played a lot of N64 in high school, and I graduated in '09. And
Yeah.
if we were losing, there's among my friend groups there were like three N64s. So whoever's house we were at, if we were losing, we would just throw the controller at the system and it would freeze it and nobody wins.
Fuck you,
Just
dude.
imagine like you're about to win. It
Fuck
freezes.
you, dude. That's
Oh,
so fucked up.
we all did it
Yeah, no,
until
I know.
we all started to get mad at each other for doing it. We had to stop
Yeah.
doing it.
And I played the N64 probably the most as a kid. Like very young, 6, 7, 8, 9, And I spent a lot of time playing Donkey Kong 64, Mario Kart, Star Fox, and I remember when Donkey Kong 64 came out, it came with an expansion pack.
Yeah.
And every single time I wanted to play it, I would put it in, and then I would take it out and put the other one back in to play other games because I'm 6 and I don't know how shit works. And like it didn't register me to me that an expansion pack just gave me more memory or RAM or whatever, like more to use to play my games with. So
Yeah.
I would take it out, and then one day I lost the tool to take it out, and I was like so upset about it. I was crying. My mom like called people to figure out this shit out, and they're like, "No, it's fine. You can play every game on it." And I calmed down. Like because I didn't know. Yeah, I had no idea that that's what I could just leave it in the system. I had no idea. But
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
that's what I did.
You
I didn't
probably
go in
fucked the
sequential
connectors
order
up,
either. Yeah,
like
probably a little bit, but
undoing, like taking them out and putting them in over and over again.
yeah, but it's fine. I mean, I clearly don't have that system anymore, but
Yeah.
um, yeah, I didn't go in sequential order either. I did play the PS1, but I didn't own one. My aunt had it, and we played Crash Bandicoot and whatever other demos she had. I played Tomb Raider, Gran Turismo 3, I think, or whichever Gran Turismo was on the PS1. Um,
Two, I believe. I don't like it.
I don't either. But I did play it because it was what we had. And then I advanced, got PS2s, PS3s, and Xbox 360s, and original Xboxes, stuff like that, and lots of good times.
Yeah, I got the.
I never threw controllers at the console to
We
freeze
weren't
them.
like freaking out and getting mad. It was more of
Yeah,
like it was
now nobody
funny.
wins. Yeah.
Yeah,
So I mean, we had a GameCube, and I think my uncle was going to give it to me, but I was grounded from video games for a year.
is your face.
I well, yeah,
Obviously,
no.
because of his
It
face.
would have been less, but I didn't care about schoolwork, so it just ended up being a year. And so he wrapped it again and gave it to my sister, and which is fine. It's whatever. I don't care. But she got one. I had a Wii.
It's better.
Funny, yeah.
Well, I guess I can answer the questions now.
Sorry.
Uh,
Hey, Matt.
yeah, I'm part of the show again. Yay!
Welcome to the conversation.
So the console that I spent the most time with was Super Nintendo. All right, so I spent a lot of time with that. Yeah, because I was poor growing up, and I didn't get to Super Nintendo until like my because it was my stepdad's. He met my mom and stuff, moved in, and he's like, "Hey kids, Super Nintendo." And we're
Yeah,
like,
while I bang your
"Yay!"
mom. Play Yoshi's Island while me and your mom.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to make it weird, and you went and you made it weird. All right.
Yeah.
Anyways, so I had a lot of the Disney games, like Jungle Book, Lion King. I fucking hate Lion King.
Well, yeah, the game was hard, but it was meant to be hard because people weren't buying games as much like that.
That's
They were
true.
renting them, so they wanted to make you rent them more.
That's true. Star Fox, Mortal Kombat 3, Castlevania 4, Frogger. You guys remember Frogger?
Oh fuck yeah,
Yeah.
Burger's great on any
Judge
just about any
Dredd.
console.
I'm pretty
I
sure we
didn't.
had Tetris.
I
Yeah,
didn't
we
think
had
Judge Dredd was good.
Tetris. That's your opinion, and you're wrong. Oh yeah, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighter.
I think that's worth some money now.
It probably is, but
Which
as
one?
that
Teenage
Teenage
Mutant
Mutant
Ninja
Ninja,
Turtles Tournament Fighter, the Super
Oh yeah.
Nintendo version.
yeah, it's Super Nintendo. We had Double Dragon Battletoads, Killer Instinct, at least 3 or 4 copies of the various fucking Street Fighter twos. Yeah, Street Fighter Turbo, standard Street Fighter 2. What's the other ones aside from Turbo?
Ultra Street Fighter 2, I think, and Street
Yeah,
Fighter 2 Hyper Fighting.
yeah.
Street
We
Fighter
had a
2
few.
Jason Takes Manhattan.
That was
We
like
had a
7 or 8, right?
yeah. We had like we had a few copies of Street Fighter 2 because they're all different variants of it. Had a lot of games for Super Nintendo, and it was awesome, and I loved every second of it. And then I didn't I didn't have an N64. It was my friends who had N64. So I played a little bit of the N64. So like my nostalgia and my attachment to that system isn't as rooted as most other people because I didn't spend a whole lot of time playing it. Of course, I played Ocarina of Time over at my friend's house. We played fucking 007, all the standard games that you play on the N64, Mario 64, all
I spent a
that
lot of
shit.
time in that one too.
So we the next video game system that we got like for my family was the Xbox, OG Xbox.
Hell yeah, dude.
And that's where I spent a lot of time playing
Dead or Alive
games.
Extreme Beach Volleyball.
Maybe.
Fuck yeah. No, I played the first Sniper Elite on that console. I
Nice,
played
nice.
I had Dead or Alive 3. Obviously I got Halo.
As one does.
Uh,
As one does.
Castlevania Curse of Darkness, which
I'm
is
sorry.
that is the best Castlevania game of all time. Y'all can suck a dick.
I still play the
No
first
thanks.
one. I go back to the first one more than any of them.
Let's play two again.
I have to. Two's pretty good.
I know.
I let's see. Oh yeah, I got Prince of Persia. That I got all the Prince of Persias for that game, like the good ones, where it's the Sands of Time, Warrior Within, and Two
Oh,
Thrones.
Sands of Time was so good. I played a lot of on the Xbox. Did you guys remember a game called Fusion Frenzy?
No,
That sounds familiar. Is that a racing
It's
game?
no, well, I mean, it might have a racing game in it, but it was kind of like Mario Party, but it was
huh?
like grittier, not like bloody and violent or anything, but it wasn't just Mario characters.
Uh,
You could die and shit in the game. It was like it was a lot of fucking fun.
no, I don't remember that
The
one.
cover of the game had people in like those like in like those big like balls that like
Huh.
people get
Big
inside and roll
balls.
around in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was those but made out of metal.
Uh,
Like it was like a cage and shit, and it would roll
hmm.
around and you could knock people off, and it
They
was
made
fun. It was a lot of game,
they
a
made
lot of
those
good. It was a good
big
game.
balls.
Yeah, big.
Okay.
Yeah,
uh, yeah, I played a lot of Xbox.
yeah, me
Fucking
too.
The Chronicles of Riddick: Escape from
Yeah,
Butcher Bay.
I have that
That's
right now.
great fucking game.
I have that game right now.
Nice. And also that's the Xbox is the first console where I got into the Elder Scrolls series.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah,
thank you, Morrowind, for opening my eyes to an amazing line of RPGs.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks, Morrowind. Now everyone shut the hell up.
I know, dude. I remember one day I was playing Need for Speed Most Wanted on the original Xbox,
Yeah.
and I was sitting there playing it, and my uncle's was in the room talking to my grandpa, and I'm sitting there talking about how much like better the 360 will be because it had just released and stuff, and
Yeah.
I'm sitting there, and he comes out. I think it was close to my birthday or whatever, or it might have been my birthday. Because I, hey, Kyle, come here. I walk out, and there's just a 360 on the table. with Need for Speed Most Wanted,
Racing
like the
game.
game I was actively playing. It was fucking cool.
The one racing game that I played on Xbox is fucking Burnout. I don't remember which one.
Burnout is barely a
Yeah,
racing game.
it's barely a racing game. I like the amount of
No,
destruction you could cause.
yeah, the best modes were like how much destruction can you cause in one car accident?
Yeah, that shit was great.
It's not. Who cares about the racing? Like,
Yeah,
My favorite feature with the original Xbox, which it seems kind of dumb or maybe taken for granted nowadays, but the
mhm.
ability to put CDs in it and save the
play
music onto
music.
your Xbox.
Yes.
I would
Oh
go to
yeah,
I had a stepbrother who had an Xbox and I would go and visit out in like middle of nowhere Tennessee for 30 days at a time. And it wasn't like they just locked me in a room, but there were a lot of times where
yeah,
people had to work or go to school and
sure.
I would just be alone in the room with this Xbox and a fat stack of games. I brought my CD collection with me because I still had a Walkman. MP3 players did exist. I was broke. I would put all my music onto it, and then I would just go through his big stack of Xbox games. And a huge deciding factor was whether or not it said custom soundtracks on the back.
Oh
There were a
yeah,
lot of
yeah,
games that I didn't even try because they didn't have custom soundtracks. I was like, I did not just spend all this time putting every CD I own into this fucking thing to not listen to them. So
I
sure.
understand. I
But you can still
understand
play the
that.
game.
yeah,
Yeah.
at a certain point, I would play games like that late at night when I needed to be quieter, and it didn't matter
Mm,
because I
that's
think
fair.
I'm pretty sure like Crimson Skies doesn't have a I don't remember. It's been a long time, but a lot of
But
those games, it's I wouldn't say it's 50-50, but there were a good number of games that didn't use the feature.
Yeah,
right. But I mean, the original Xbox, in my opinion, it is among one of the greats when for a system. Like you talk about like OG Nintendo or PlayStation 2. I think the original Xbox is part of that conversation. For it came out so strong and had a lot of amazing games and a lot of like originals and exclusives. And then Microsoft kind of fucked things up into the 360 era. Anyways, moving on because that's for another conversation.
Yeah.
But yeah, but it was mainly the Super Nintendo and the Xbox where I spent most of my
yeah,
time with. It wasn't until like later on, like when I was like an older teen, when I got like the when I got PS1 and a PS2, I like went back and like, oh, let's check out these games and shit like that. And like I like had to work for them. Like my parents get didn't get them as gifts. Like I had to do extra chores and shit. Like I had to earn it.
sure.
So yeah, that and
And
then like I didn't get the 360 until like I had a job.
fair, fair. Touching a little bit back on what John said, is you go to Tennessee all the time. I'd go to Virginia Beach all the time
Uh-huh.
because we had family out there, my dad's side of the family, and I it was literally like right on the beach. Like I could throw a rock and hit the water. And it was beautiful outside. A couple trips we went out there. I spent the majority of my time in the basement playing video games with my cousin Matthew. And we played San
How
Francisco
your
Rush.
cousin get his own name?
I was gonna say,
No,
is that why you hate Matt so much?
no, I actually like my cousin. He's dead now, but
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
yeah, it's all good. But I spent a lot of time playing games with him, and it was San Francisco Rush, Mario Party 3, and these are on the N64.
I
And
have San Francisco Rush.
he beat the shit out of me in Mario Party. Like it was insane. And we played, a lot of Game Boy Advance games when we got those. It was Golden Sun, Pokemon, and other various games that were on the consoles. And Golden Sun has kind of a special place in my heart for that reason because I spent a lot of my time playing it with him. And he was a cool dude. But yeah, that's what I did 2 weeks at a time. Whenever we went to Virginia Beach, we were down there playing video games.
Well,
Basically, we told everyone to fuck off, but we're kids and we didn't say that.
of the I don't really play the N64 at all anymore. I still have, so I have the game. I've mentioned I have the GameCube port of Ocarina of Time, and I'll still. I mean, I've beaten that game so many times. It came out when I was 7 or 8, and it's just blurry screen cow. but came out when I was
Damn.
7 or 8, and I'm 35 now. So I do it like once a year. About once a year, I'll try to get Ocarina of Time, and I see it. I see Kyle. He's got the N64 on his Switch. Oh, you got your Switch charged.
Yeah, I do.
Hmm.
We could play Beat Matt's Ass, the video game.
I love that game.
That
Pick
game
whichever
doesn't
pick,
exist.
pick whichever game you want.
But the reason, so I have gone out and pursued retro consoles. I have a PS1, NES, two different PS2s that don't work right. DS. I have a Switch, PS5. I have a whole bunch of different video game stuff. But I had to uh, I had to be realistic with things like space and budget because I mean, you don't have infinite money or infinite space, and certain things were like that's why I hacked the Super Nintendo Classic so I wouldn't have to go out and pursue those games physically. I still have, my NES games stuff, but the N64, I've always described Nintendo just about all their consoles. The Switch isn't really some kind of breaks this pattern a little bit, but like the NES, somewhere around 800 games were released in America. I'd say about 150 of them are playable. The rest is garbage.
Yeah.
But of those 150, some of the best video games of all time
Oh, absolutely.
exist. There's your for every Milon's Secret Castle, there's a Mario Brothers 3. And
Yeah.
that same thing. There's a lot more good stuff. Well, you know what? No, I'd say it's probably the same for Super Nintendo. There is a lot of absolute garbage, but if you dig through the garbage and find Link's Awakening or Yoshi's Island, or I loved
I
Hook,
want to play that.
the Peter Pan one, there some of the best games of all time are hidden amongst a huge pile of garbage, and the N64 is no exception. Some of those games, it's very limited. The games that you're going to want are going to be pricey today, and there's not very many of them, in my opinion. You could get your Conkers, your GoldenEye. I don't think Donkey Kong 64 holds up anymore. I don't think Mario 64 holds up anymore. You get Perfect Dark. There's some of the best games ever made, but not very many of them. And
Yeah.
to me, when I sat down and really thought about it like that, it didn't seem like the N64 was worth pursuing to me. I miss Conkers. And
Sure.
I
Sure.
miss Perfect Dark and I miss GoldenEye. Not just like
That was
multiplayer
another one I
GoldenEye,
played
like
all the time.
the campaign of GoldenEye was good.
Oh yeah. And if we could get like remasters of these games, like that'd be fucking great.
Yeah.
A remaster of GoldenEye make the controls not fucking ass.
They did for
You
the
know,
Wii.
I have it for the Wii, but it's not like
no.
it's a remake, not a remaster. They put Daniel Craig in place of Pierce Brosnan, and it's a whole
Yeah.
from the
Well,
ground up.
that's a
It's a different.
licensing thing. That's not,
Yeah,
that's
Well,
he's just the
Daniel
current
Craig.
Bond.
Yeah, that's what
Or
I
he
was gonna say.
was, he was the current Bond, so why not put him there? But
yeah, I
like
get
just
that,
like
but it's
I
not a
take Donkey Kong 64, upgrade the graphics, make the controls a little better, touch nothing else.
that game. There's so
You
many
know,
goddamn collectibles in that game.
I know.
It's too much.
I disagree. As a kid, it offers a lot of replayability. My girlfriend was going through it a little while back, and she's the fucking god at that game. It's crazy. Um, I
You
did
see
beat her
the
in the one multiplayer round we played,
Oh,
but
I did actually. I forgot. I had some friends that we used to play Donkey Kong 64 multiplayer.
yeah,
It has deathmatch where you play
yeah,
all the
that's what
guns
then that's
and
yeah, that's what we
shit.
played, and it's like, I didn't even remember how to take the guns out,
Z and C
and
left.
yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
And she helped me out, told me that, and we played for a little while, and then she went back, and I didn't want to play anymore, and she went back to the story. I beat her, so I wasn't upset.
So, do you guys play any of the aforementioned stuff we were talking about, and why or why not? Why do you still play them, or why don't you still play them? I think I listed why I
I
don't play
mean,
N64 anymore. I wouldn't turn it away if someone came to my house and was like, "Hey, here's an N64." I'm not be like, "Ew, gross." You know that doesn't have that
yeah,
many good games.
yeah. I mean, I'll go on the Switch because I don't have the consoles that like the Super Nintendo Classic anymore. I don't have them. I don't know where they are, but I don't have them anymore. And but I'll go onto the Switch and go through and play different Switch games. Like I'll load up Killer Instinct for a little while on the Super Nintendo. I'll go through Super Mario World and 100% it at least once every couple of years because the game is big. But honestly, it doesn't take that long to play it. like to actually get to the end of the game. It doesn't
Yeah.
take that much. And that was a game, like I said earlier, that one of the games I played with my mom. Like once we got it and we were playing, like I played it with her a lot, and she knew everything. She knew where all the secrets were, and now I'm way better at it than she could have ever hoped to have been. Like I know everything. I know how to get all the secrets, fucking everything. And I don't know. It feels like I'm bragging, but I'm not intending it that way.
Well, what about you, Matt? Do you still play that stuff you were talking about? Any of it? Even like I have the what is that Mario 3D All Stars, the thing that
All
they
right.
it's
Oh yeah,
supposedly
yeah.
rare. Like I
I
can go back and
have.
play that. But
All right. So, like Kyle, I use my Switch to play the SNES classics,
Fucking copycat.
and that's because my Retron 2 died. All right, so I can't play NES or SNES cartridge anymore because my machine died that
when you move out here,
provided that.
we can play Super Dodgeball as
Yeah,
soon
I
as you
know,
move out here.
John. Like, I'll fucking move out there in November. Shut the fuck up.
I have
Stop
Excite
whining.
Like. You want to play action football with NES? It's
No,
dog
no,
shit.
I don't.
Somehow the Game Boy version is better. I don't know how the fuck that happens.
Is that the one that has what's that one character in it that's just faster than everybody
No,
else, so you could cheese the clock?
that's god damn it. That's the really popular one. Tecmo Bowl.
Anyways, back to what I was saying. And
Sorry.
I mean, also, technically, there's one Super Nintendo game that I still play all the time, and that is Castlevania 4. That's just because I have it on my PS4 as part of the Castlevania Anniversary Collection, which has one, two, three, four, uh, Bloodlines, Kid Dracula, and a couple of the Castlevania games for the Game Boy.
I have, if I could just shove a tangent in there, I got that anniversary collection. I
Uh
saw it
huh.
was on sale recently, and I got it, and I was playing it, and it's very good. Not
It's
complaining about
great.
that. But the thing
It, it
was, I went from the first one, to the fourth one, and I don't remember which button it is, but in the first one, it is X or square to to throw the whip. But
uh huh.
in the fourth one, it's swapped. The jump and whip buttons are swapped,
Uh
and
huh.
I don't like that. When I play the first one, I'm like, wow, this is really fun, but I want to try the fourth one because it's got like you can whip in the different directions and it's a bit of an update. And I play it and I'm like, oh, cool. I'm gonna just keep pressing the wrong button over and over to just spend
Yeah.
20 minutes in the other one.
Uh,
Acclimate, adapt to the change.
Just be consistent. Be
No,
consistent.
no, don't be
Why?
consistent because
It's
fuck
two,
you. That's why.
you just have jump and attack.
yeah,
Why?
yeah.
Why swap them?
Because Konami knew that you're gonna do this. They're like, oh fuck that guy,
Yeah.
John.
John and I were playing. So we'd been playing 7 Days to Die for a while, so I got used to those controls, and I installed Rage 2 from the disc, and I was playing that, and I was holding square to hit the handbrake, and I jumped out of the vehicle. Like I just got so used to the controls for 7 Days to Die that I jumped out of the vehicle in that game and just fucking
Yeah,
got my
I,
shit wrecked.
I went from playing Jedi Survivor to playing God of War Ragnarok, and the dodge button in Jedi Survivor is circle,
Yeah,
not X.
yeah.
So I had to get used to pressing X to dodge. So like adapt to the changes, John. Consistency can go fuck you. Like
No, you're both
yes,
wrong.
no, we're not. You're wrong.
So anyway,
But
so about the Xbox, you didn't finish your thought.
okay, yeah, I don't play it anymore just because I don't have one. I should probably go buy one. I eventually will. I will eventually reinvest in that system, but once again, the issue is space. I don't have the space for a original Xbox or much of anything else right now. So it's
Same.
just me and my PS4 and my Switch, and I still need to pay for the online for the Switch,
I don't
which
know
will
if
eventually happen.
if we
But I could
played
still play Breath of Wild.
yeah, I mean I have the very base package online mode, which I think it's like $7 for 3 months. And
I
so
usually do
anytime
the
you guys
20. I
yeah,
usually
any
do the 20 for the year. But
anytime you guys want to play Smash, I'm available. I would be willing to get the better one, like the $50 a year one, but we just don't use the Switch enough. And I
yeah,
mean, I'm partially at fault. I just got all that
I
cool new
get
stuff
you. I
on my
mean,
PS5.
I don't even pay for the like that family bundle or whatever that gives you the N64 and all that shit. One of my friends put me on it and lets me use it.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, I just like cool. I'm not trying to take advantage, but
They still have the
the
basic
thing
one, which comes with Game Boy, NES, Super Nintendo.
the thing I liked about the one where you pay $50 a year instead of 20 is that not only do you get the N64 collection, but you also get the Sega collection as part of it. So you can fucking play Sonic on your Nintendo device.
Oh, you can get like the Sonic collection. My son for either Christmas or one of his birthdays, he wanted what the fuck is it called? It's like Sonic Origins collection or something.
Hmm.
Basically, they did a thing where I haven't really fucked with it, but he told me he beat Sonic 2. And I was like, "No, you didn't. How the hell are you gonna beat Sonic 2?" And apparently in this game there's an option where like they get rid of game overs. Where you could
oh
just yeah, you could just die as many times as you want and keep going. So
Oh,
that's how he got to the end of Sonic 2, which is still cool.
yeah.
I've never seen the end of Sonic 2 because what the fuck?
no, I'm
Games are
good.
hard as
Um,
hell.
yeah,
All right.
When I was in like fourth grade, I had a I was invited to some kid's birthday party that was at a local bowling alley, and
okay.
I was not a popular or well-liked child in this class, and everybody was kind of a dick, and I was like the person that like you invited everybody else, so you have to invite John as well. So
That
I had to
explains
go,
a
and
lot.
I was dog shit at bowling, and
Bowling's hard.
every time I'd get up and I'd get the ball, you'd hear, ugh, like. And it was honestly like I had a really bad time. It wasn't a good memory. But then I like kind of wandered away from everybody. I remember my mom had given me $5 or $10 and I went to it had an arcade.
Yeah,
A small one, but back when even the small ones were cooler. It had Tekken 2 in
I
there.
miss
And
the arcades.
me
I'm not
too.
very good. I'm not very good at Tekken or anything, but what I did was I went in there and I put the $5 or $10 into the quarter machine, just filled my pockets with quarters, and just started playing video games. And someone saw me playing Tekken 2 from the class. And they came in and I didn't beat the like entire class, but everybody from my class that lined up, I whipped their ass. And it
Nice.
was such a good feeling because everybody
Yeah,
was so mean to me. And they
yeah.
were just like, we
Like fuck
clearly don't
you.
want you here. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, well, line up and get bodied in Tekken 2, which I'm not even good at Tekken 2.
Yeah. That
But
game is hard. Tekken is not an easy game to like learn the controls in. I've tried.
what
Yeah.
are some that one was kind of a blend of a good and a bad childhood gaming memory, but what are some good or bad memories from gaming as a child that you guys have?
That kind
Well,
of I
Don't
go
get
ahead.
Kyle, don't get too real.
I was gonna say
Don't-
I kind of I kind of have like a parallel
my
for
dog ate my GameCube and exploded.
I have a parallel to like yours, Sean, and this is when all right, so I thought I was super good at Dead or Alive, right? Just because I played it and everyone I played against wasn't very good. It is because of my own hubris. I thought I was the shit because my opponents were not very good until I
Okay.
met
Okay.
somebody and I got my ass whooped. That was not a fun memory for me.
What do you remember who it was?
No, it's just it was somebody that my friend brought over so that way they could hang out with us. He's like, hey dude, I have a friend coming over, they're into video games. Let's let's fucking can he come over and hang out? And I'm like, sure, cool, that's fine. As long as he like brings like soda or pizza or snacks, like
Weed,
everyone's contributing to the snack
weed.
pile. Yeah, that too, John, but we're not supposed to say that on air. A good gaming memory for me is I used to play a lot of Street Fighter. Just I consistently play it all the time, nonstop.
Okay.
And there was only like a few people who were like better than me. I'll admit one of them was John and the other one would be James. Those like were the only two people like that I would play against Street Fighter and eat and struggle to win or lose. I didn't really have much competition at the time. And one time I went and I hung out with Ed and we're like having a party and
Oh, you piece of
give up.
shit.
I did not give up the controller, but this
You
inspired
fought a bunch of
Ed.
scrubs.
I did, but
You
I
fought a
inspired
bunch of
Ed.
scrubs.
I inspired Ed to get good. He told me, he goes, look, just because you whip all of our asses, that doesn't mean it's going to be forever. I will take you down. And he has steadily improved over the years at Street Fighter. Like, I feel like I helped him get better at Street Fighter. Like, and I feel good about that. Like, how I could help a friend, get good at something. Have a goal in their life that they want to achieve. That makes me feel good. I feel like a good person. I could give that gift to my friend.
I had another good Street Fighter one. It was at my wife's parents' house. They had this like gazebo out in the yard. You guys remember.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, yeah.
they had that set up and they had power. They had like a power like extension cord ran out there and a TV and I had hooked up my PS3, I believe it was. And I don't one of you guys might have even been there at some point during the day, but I hooked up my PS3 and we were playing Ultra Street Fighter 4 and I just kind of left it like I left it on the TV and the PlayStation with like a couple of controllers sitting in front of it. And my wife's sister had a group of friends come over and they were hanging out there, and it was totally fine. They just picked up the controllers, started playing Street Fighter, and her sister comes in. She's like, "John, this guy is out here, and he's beating everybody in Street Fighter. Can you come and beat him? So he'll shut up." And I went, "Okay." And I went out there. I do not remember this guy's name. I never saw him again, but we went back and forth, blow for blow. It was exactly what you want. Like
Yeah,
both of us won an equal amount of times, and it was a huge struggle every time for each one of us. And it was entertaining. It seemed entertaining for even the people who didn't play video games to watch,
nice.
just because it was so every fight was so fucking close, and
Yeah,
that was a lot of fun. No idea who that guy was or where he
sure,
went,
sure.
but
I
it was fucking great. It was great. I just went out like also who's got jokes? You got jokes? Okay. But he did. He did have jokes. He had
nice.
jokes.
I remember one time, I think it was Eduardo's birthday, someone's birthday, and we were at a hookah lounge somewhere on Elko and Boulevard,
I was
and
there.
yeah,
It ran a red
and
light on the way there.
yeah, and well, I remember because they would let you like bring in a game console and play on the TVs while you're there and smoking hookah and shit. And our friend group was really into Ultimate Marvel versus Capcom 3,
Mhm.
and at least that's what became, it was Marvel versus Capcom 3, Fate of Two Worlds, and then when they released Ultimate, we all got that. And we're playing it, and all we can hear is the music. Like not from the game, but the music they're playing in the lounge. Because they were playing all of the sounds from the games on the outside speakers. So
Yeah.
everybody outside that's not playing this game with us, yeah, is just hearing like Hadoukens and all the special moves and shit, and it's all loud as fuck. And we had no idea it was happening until someone else was like later, like came later to the party, and they're like, "You know all that sounds out there, right?" We're like, "Well, that's
There's
not
people
on
sitting at
us."
tables eating hummus and smoking hookahs, just like confused.
Yeah, I was like, "What the fuck?" Like, that shit was funny. It's a good time.
All they hear is Unibeam.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like you guys should get that game so we can play it, and we'll beat Matt's ass.
I don't like it.
It's a 3v3 fighter, like Dragon Ball fighters, but it's
I
not
don't
Dragon
like it.
Ball.
I don't like it.
You're just a
Two
hater,
was
dude.
way
I
better.
like the
Like
second one. Yeah, I agree.
two had more
I
characters,
own two.
and two is just better. I want to get two.
Three is aesthetically gorgeous. Like the graphics
It
in that
Yeah,
game are
is.
amazing. I was so hyped when I saw the trailer. It was the fact that like they tried to reinvent the wheel. They took is
Yeah,
that
they
the
kind of did.
collection?
yeah, it's the fighting collection. It's
Like when
got
I started
UMV,
playing it,
MVC2.
don't you like hold the X button and it launches an enemy up in the air?
Yeah, for the PlayStation it
Yeah,
was
I'm out.
X,
Yeah, I'm
and
out.
you can disable like because there's a feature you can put in that when you hit that button and you hit them, your character will jump up and follow them. so
Yeah,
you can do air combos and stuff.
but I always thought
But
like Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is like Marvel vs. Capcom play Street Fighter.
I
Because it plays like
guess,
I mean
I
the
mean,
special system is different, obviously, and it's a
sure,
3v3. There are certain different, but the I felt like the core mechanics, the light and heavy attacks and the upper, middle, and lower attacks and the different things you can do is basically it was a Street Fighter game on steroids. And then
sure,
Marvel vs. Capcom 3, I thought moved away from that. And
I
that was the
guess.
I was like, no, 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 double down. Two Hadoukens.
Nah.
Hadouken with your feet now.
I mean, have you guys ever seen Justin Wong play MVC2?
No.
He's fucking nuts, dude. He was the first and final MVC like official MVC2 champion. He's lost to people, sure, but he was very fucking good at the game. And I've watched him play and he just absolutely wrecks people. It's nuts.
You
So
want to get
it's,
nuts?
I mean, you
Thanks
might, but you play Naked Dude Simulator, so that's on you.
Okay.
for ruining my Batman reference.
You're welcome.
Cool. So
So how about Blockbuster?
yeah,
What about Blockbuster?
I was gonna mention that when I was younger at least, video game rentals were a huge part because we were all children of the 90s and it was still a thing back then. I remember the first time I played Super Smash Brothers for the N64, it came from Blockbuster and it had so you're like the clamshell box they would have on the
Yep.
back in plain text, they had the instructions from the instruction manual, but no pictures, and it was formatted in a strange way. It was basically one big paragraph of all the instructions on how to play the game, and I recall reading that repeatedly on the way home.
Yeah, I would
And
too.
another big thing, I mean, we rented Super Nintendo games back then, but I remember when Pokemon Snap was new and it was really big. They had a kiosk in Blockbuster, which I think you can bring your memory card. So you put it, you can print out pictures you took in the game, but
Oh, nice.
you have to go into Blockbuster to do it.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
It's fucking dope, Matthew. You don't even know. What
No, I
other
don't.
you guys have any fun or interesting anecdotes about video game rentals? Or rentals doesn't have to be
Um,
Blockbuster.
Well,
I mean, I went a bunch to both Blockbuster and Hollywood Video, and I was visiting in San Diego. I think it was either for my grandmother's memorial service.
Hmm.
I think that's what it was. But I was down there, and we went over to the Walmart over there on Arrow Drive,
Yeah.
and they still had the Hollywood Video slash Game Crazy sign up on that little that like pillar thing with all the stores on it. This was 20 years after it was gone to 15 years after it was gone, and it's still fucking there. Like I have a picture of it somewhere, but it's like, why would that still be there? You know, things like an
Yeah.
AT&T now. Like,
Either they're
uh,
lazy or didn't have the heart to take it down.
it's probably the lazy.
yeah. But when I was a kid in Blockbuster, I didn't really rent a lot of games from Blockbuster just because if I wanted a video game, because I was a monthly subscriber to Game Informer.
Hmm.
Samesies.
Yeah.
Samesies.
So if there's a game that caught my interest, obviously reading through Game Informer, I wouldn't exactly go rent. I would like ask my parents, like, hey, I would like this game. What can I do to earn it? And they would give me a set of chores. I'd do my thing, and then I would go Blockbuster and buy it, or if I could, because it would often be cheaper at Blockbuster versus GameStop or
Fair.
Walmart.
Fair.
So, but we rented a lot of movies from Blockbuster. Rented The Matrix from there once. Yeah, that was fun.
I
Nice.
I
That's a
don't
good
care.
movie.
I don't
Yeah.
care if this is a hot take. I don't fucking like that movie. I didn't like it when it came out, and I don't like it now.
Why?
I thought it was too reliant on the special effects. The story was way too convoluted. Lawrence Fishburne is a much better actor than that. Keanu Reeves, I know that he's really cool and people like him and I like him too, but it was a period that I didn't understand movies like The Matrix and Point Break, where it is like some of the dog shit worst acting I've ever seen. and it's like Johnny Mnemonic, and
Hey, John Mnemonic is good. All right,
yeah, it was
shut
cool.
up.
It was a cool and interesting movie, but is he good in it?
Fair.
It
That's
just I don't
fair.
know.
Yeah.
Everybody like
It's the same with Bram Stoker's Dracula. Like that movie is great, but
No, it's
God,
not.
Keanu, that
well like
fucking British accent, like what
yeah.
the fuck?
I thought that so yes, the special effects were cool and state of the art for the time, and a lot of those like the leading back as the bullets fly by you in slow motion still holds up today. But that's not the only thing that makes a good movie. It's the same reason why I didn't like Pacific Rim. You can
Hey,
go. I
hey,
want you to travel to the top of Bread Mountain and
Get out.
get the greatest bread ever made on planet Earth, and you get the most absolute perfect, beautiful, most delicious bread. But in the middle, you just put shit. It's not gonna
hey,
make a good sandwich.
Get out.
Not getting out. That
you just don't
movie.
like giant robots and giant
I don't
monsters
have a
fighting.
problem with giant robots, but like this it's over reliance on special effects and CGI.
That's the whole point of the fucking movie is the special effects and to be
Yeah.
entertained by giant
But it's all
monsters
just
and
stupid
giant.
like
Who
It's
cares?
robots
Like, have
versus.
fun with the
I
movie,
care. I'm
dude.
the
It's
consumer.
suspension of disbelief.
I'm allowed to have
Yeah,
an opinion.
Like suspension,
I vote with my
absolutely. But
wallet.
your opinion is wrong.
you
Your
are
opinions are wrong.
I will give
you.
you access to Hulu or whatever it's streaming on, just so you can fucking watch them for free. So you're not spending your goddamn money.
No, I watched it. I saw Pacific Rim in theaters.
Great, so did I.
I did not like that shit. I was like, this is dumb as fuck.
You are just
You're
trying
just
to
the fucking
fucking.
worst, dude. Have fun with shit.
I do have fun with
Yeah,
shit. I have fun with lots
yeah,
of shit.
The Marvel movies are too reliant on CGI. Then get out.
Not all of them.
Yes, all of
yeah,
them.
No, not as bad
They
as
all
yes.
have
not
they
as
all have
bad as Pacific
superpowers, so
Rim.
that shit's not real.
Yeah. Yeah,
How
but
else are you gonna make a 300-story robot?
how did they do it back in the 70s and the 60s?
They
What do you
dress up a
mean?
guy and put a
They
small
dressed up a
model
guy
out.
in suits. It wasn't
Yeah,
you weren't
and that
watching
was
a
shitty.
fucking
Those movies are
PS2 cutscene.
garbage. Those
Those,
movies are garbage.
yeah, those early Godzilla movies are shit.
They're trash. They
I'd
look
rather
like
watch
trash.
those.
Sure, I would too, but like they're in comparison, they look terrible.
Yeah,
Yeah, but the
dude,
people who made them worked harder.
you're. Oh
Sure,
my
but
god, John, you're trying to put too much logic into into like a movie that is meant for you to just simply enjoy it for what it is. You
for
want
once
it
I
to
agree
be
with Matt.
you want it to be something more. You're looking for a Shakespearean experience in a movie that is
Yes.
for
I remember this
simpletons.
from when I said it to you, yes, about something else. But while having the choice to turn your brain off and watch a movie like that is a viable option for certain people, that is not what I personally look for in a movie.
Why can't you have both? Why can't you have your movies where it invokes thought and makes you use your mind and it makes you think about things or see things from a different perspective and or watch a
Well,
movie or play a video game that where you could just turn off your mind
do
and you can
you
just enjoy it and you can just enjoy the moment.
okay, okay, fair question. I will retort with another question. Do you enjoy like let's say movies or music, do you enjoy every single type of genre that exists? Is there anything in music or in movies that you don't like? Any types of movies you don't like, or any types of music that you don't like? Certain things that you like, oh, I'll watch that, but I won't watch that because this is something I do like and this is something I don't like.
Not necessarily.
There's
I
nothing you don't like.
Huh.
There's nothing you don't like.
let me
What's the
let
name of
me
the
be
third
clear.
Twilight movie?
I don't know.
I don't
New
know either.
Moon.
Fuck you,
Right?
Kyle. Of course, Kyle knows.
I
And there's two
don't
parts
know.
to the last book that they made into a movie. Breaking Dawn, part one and two.
All right. As
Don't ask me
far
why I know that.
I know why you know that. Look at him. Yeah, but it's just a preference. It's just taste. That's not what
right.
I get that a lot of
Yeah,
people
but you
like to do
can't
that, but
say that
that's
it's a
not what
bad movie.
I said that I don't like it.
Same
I think
thing.
it sucks.
But
Well,
I
do
thought it
you
was
think
dumb.
it's a bad movie? Is what I'm asking you.
but you're
Yes.
I'm answering your
You
question.
think it's a bad movie? Why?
In my opinion, I think it is the cinematic equivalent to dangling keys above a baby's face.
I
Look at
mean,
the pretty lights and the
you're
cool
just
sounds.
wrong.
That's just how I feel. I'm not stating facts. I'm stating how I feel.
No, I
What
asked you if you
the
think it's
thoughts?
bad, right?
Yes, I think it's bad.
Okay, but it's not a
That's my
bad movie just because you think it is.
okay, but I think it's bad. I'm
But
not saying it like my opinion is not an objective fact. I think it's bad. I wouldn't watch it. I wouldn't spend money on it. I'm not saying you guys are fucking idiots because you like it. I'm not gonna sit there and pretend that I like it.
okay.
Hmm.
But my question is, how much stuff have you watched where it isn't thought provoking and yet you still enjoy it? Like
I don't
uh,
know.
they're
You want
horror
numbers?
movies. Horror
Yes.
movies.
Horror movies are thought provoking.
No, they are not. It is
Some of them are.
no.
Matt can't read and talk at the same time, Kyle. Don't do
I know, that's why I did it.
that.
No, I mean, it's like, hell, people hate on Duke Nukem Forever. I had fun with the game. It's just a shitty game that I could just
I'm gonna mute
walk
Kyle.
through and not do it, not do anything with it. It was just, hey, I want to have fun playing a shooter. And sure, a little clunky, but it wasn't a terrible time.
Anyway,
Anyways,
Jinx, shut up.
I said it like a second before you did.
Uh-uh.
Uh-huh.
Anyways,
Anyways,
what are
fucking bitch.
do you guys have any memorable games you got as gifts as children?
No.
Oh,
Any
you get anything?
memorable games that I got as gifts?
Jacks with the ball and the things you throw in it.
Oh, Castlevania 4. My
Oh my
I'm
mom
sorry.
God.
my mom came in. She's like, "Oh, happy birthday." And she's like, "You like fantasy stuff because of like Lord of the Rings and stuff like this." And she's like, "I saw this cool little picture on the cartridge and I thought there's monsters and shit like that.
Imagine your
Not
mom walks
knowing
up.
that you're fighting demons and fucking Dracula and shit."
Your mom walks up. You're a little bitch, right?
And then she went and got railed by six dudes.
Ah,
Real.
Here's Castlevania 4, and then just left.
that's not what happened.
Uh,
I don't
hey,
know.
little
I wasn't
nephew,
there.
what game do you think is going to keep you distracted for the longest? I'm going to need a minimum of 7 to 8 minutes.
I got a PS2 as a kid,
I'm sorry.
and that was fucking
And then
great.
your mom got fucked by 10 dudes.
Yeah, that's literally what happened.
Got him.
Like, I don't know what to tell
I
you.
was I was trying to have like share a good memory. And you guys just shit all over it.
Oh, I couldn't resist. I'm sorry.
Ah,
But yeah, I got a PS2 as a kid. I've gotten a Wii. I brought up to 360. The games I got, I can't really remember any specifics. I know I got Gran Turismo 3 for the PS2,
I
whichever
mentioned
console it was on.
three. I have two
Yeah.
for PS1, but I don't know I didn't really like that series
Yeah,
in
it
its
was
infancy. I
too.
didn't like it.
I like more, arcade racers like Mario Kart or the Daytona USA at the arcade that they had it in the mall at Mission Valley Mall.
Yeah, I can't figure
Yeah,
out.
that shit's fun.
I can't figure out how to not over like when I try to play Gran Turismo 2 on PS1, I've tried like time trial mode and I try again and again, no matter what happens or how I use the brake or how I slow down. When I come to a turn, he oversteers. And
Yeah,
I'm trying to make a left and it will do a 180 and just like start sliding and I cannot
get
figure
kind of
good,
out
just
what the
gotta
fuck
bitch.
I'm doing.
you just
I
kind of
do
just
it.
gotta tap the stick a little bit.
Try I've tried.
I know, I believe you.
And this is a
I
PS1
don't.
game, so I don't even
Yeah.
think I was using the stick.
Oh, the D-pad, yeah. Yeah,
It'll
but
Cut.
yeah. Oh, fuck. I don't
uh
think it was given to me as a gift,
Extreme Beach
but
Volleyball.
no. I didn't like that game. My
Like
aunt brought over
commercials for that game.
my aunt had just gotten the original Crash Bandicoot 'cause she had two and three, but she didn't have one at the time. And she went and got it and brought it over and let me play it. And that was a fun night.
Good game. People don't believe me when I try to remind them that that game is difficult.
Oh,
No, it
it's hard
wasn't.
as
You
shit.
suck. Yeah, that game's
What
hard as
game?
fuck. Crash
Crash
Bandicoot,
Bandicoot,
the
the
first
first
one.
one. It's very hard.
I've beaten the second one.
Me too. I've beaten all of them.
I
But the
have
first
not
one's
beat any of the Crash Bandicoots because, to be honest, I don't really care for those games.
You're too the shit. Get the fuck out.
I do like 3D platformers, but I'm
That was
like
kind of it. 2.5D, the
Yeah,
first one.
but like Crash Bandicoot did not grasp my interests.
I get you. You're a little bitch, but I get you.
I mean, maybe if I sat down and I played it, I might enjoy it. I
You
don't
would
know
not.
yet.
You would not.
You might.
The
I
first
mean,
fucking level is hard. Like, it's fucking
I think
crazy.
if
But
we played it together,
Yeah.
actually, I have played Crash Bandicoot. I played it when you play it as Nathan Drake.
That's not even the first level of the game,
the
technically. It's
controls aren't as
wrong.
good. The controls aren't as
And it's
responsive.
wrong. They set the level up wrong.
Yeah, yeah, Matt.
I remember playing it on that in that one. It was three, right?
Uncharted 4.
Oh, four. That's what I meant. Yeah, I meant to say four, not three. But I remember playing that in the game, and I'm like, it's all fucking set up wrong. This is shit. Fuck you.
It's not even the first level of the
Um,
game.
I don't know.
I got a Nintendo DS for my birthday once.
I
The
got
original DS. I had the Cobalt, not the silver, and I poured a glass of water on it on accident.
was it cleaner at
Oh.
least?
All
Yeah, I let it dry out. It was fine. It worked perfectly fine.
right.
Oh,
I
good.
got the Xbox for Christmas. Parents
Nice,
came
nice.
home with it, and we played the game that came with the Xbox. And then
Blinks, the time cat.
Extreme beach volleyball.
Will you
no,
shut the hell up?
it was tennis and NCAA college football.
Extreme beach tennis.
Will you shut the fuck up?
College
We
football.
know that's your
Extreme beach
favorite
tennis.
game.
I've never played it.
We
I
know
remember.
it's
I remember seeing the commercials for it on Toonami. They would do reviews for video. It was the first time I ever saw video game reviews was on
mm,
Toonami. And that was one of
but
them.
yeah, it wasn't until late. It was like a little bit later, and that's when we got Halo. Like I
The
was at
Rihanna
the
song?
no,
Shut up.
I'm sorry.
don't disrespect Master Chief like that, you piece of shit. Anyways,
And Master Queef. I'm
folks,
gonna give them back their queef.
folks, if you're listening to this, go attack John.
Damn.
You don't disrespect Halo like that, unless it's one of the later series.
They call it a halo because it's symbolic of a guy's butthole. Because it's round like a halo. And it's shitty. Like shitty. I don't-
It is not, but all right.
this isn't gonna reflect as good on the podcast without your guys' faces. Because that's what's
Yeah.
keeping me going. Is the, the looks on your faces.
Fair enough. What time is it?
5:42. Matt, what time do you gotta work?
He doesn't work.
You don't work
Yeah.
today?
No,
Oh, you have a concert. You have a concert. That's right.
yes.
You
Are
gotta
you
go see
going
the
to see?
Wiggles. The Wiggles.
I'm gonna go see Capstan.
So you're gonna go see some dude's butthole? Like, it's...
You gonna go watch Halo Reach? You gonna go reach for the Halo?
You're just gonna play Halo Reach Around?
Halo Reach around Infinite? Infinite Warfare? I don't know. Halo Jump.
That's
Master
ODST.
Beef has entered your Halo.
Okay, that one was fun. That one was fun.
Anyways, moving on.
Okay. What was your go-to game as a kid?
John's mom.
To game as a kid? What age? Like, what do you mean?
Well, let's say if you mine is kind of an obvious answer,
You know
but
what?
I got
I'll
Resident Evil
answer
5
it.
when I got Resident Evil 4 when I was 15.
Yeah,
That one and Ocarina of Time were probably the games that I've played
garbage,
the most in my life.
garbage.
You're just trying to get a rise out of me, and I'm not going to react. Kyle or Matt, what were you going to say?
I was gonna say, okay. So for the Super Nintendo, it was either Star Fox or it's actually Star Fox, Judge Dredd, and Castlevania 4. Those are the three games that I played every single day and beat them daily pretty much.
Super Nintendo Star Fox, though?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hmm.
Super Nintendo Star Fox is not that difficult. There are difficult moments in it, but it is pretty beatable. You can beat it in about four hours or so.
I think
Which one?
what fucked me up
The first
about
Star Fox.
Oh yeah.
It
what fucked
depends
me
on
up
the
about
path you take. Like if like because you have A, B, or C. and each path is one is more difficult than the other. It just depends on which path you took.
What messed
If
me up
you,
about the first Star Fox was I played the 64 version first, and
uh
I wasn't aware there was a Super Nintendo one. And then when I went to the Super Nintendo one, I was like, what the fuck? Like,
huh.
like they do they make this shit in DOS? Like, is this not like
Yeah, right.
I could see the zeros and ones, bro. Like, what the fuck? Like,
Um, and as a kid, I would probably have to say uh Mario 64. I spent a lot of time in that game. I was not good at it, but I was 6, 7, something like that. And kind of a bad memory of something I would never do now. My mom and sister pissed me off. I don't remember
mm,
how. I don't remember what they did.
I hope you got
I
him fucking good, Kyle.
Oh, I got them great. And remember, this is something I would never do now. I want to
Never
make that
ever,
very clear.
folks.
I want to make that very clear.
Like a
I
flavorless
deleted
bottle
their
of
save
vitamin.
file in Super Mario 64.
Ooh, fuck them. Good.
They had over 100 stars. They were so close to the end,
Look
and I
at
was like, "Fuck you."
you know what the thing you're like I would never do this again and blah, 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 but I watch you
Yeah,
smile while you tell that fucking story.
I would. No, I
He
would
did
never
it
do
just
it
the
now.
other day, folks. He did
No,
it
I
just
didn't.
the
What are you
other
talking
day. I
about?
swear.
I would never do that now.
That
That's
was
so
2
shitty to
days
do. That's a
ago.
lot of time,
Yeah. I had
and
I
I
had
got in
issues
trouble
with
for it. But
there was I didn't know this because I guess I couldn't read back then, but NES games, ones that had the battery for like built-in saves, Star Tropics, Adventure Link, and Zelda, things like that. There's a warning on the back that not a lot of people remember this. If you're like, let's say you're playing Zelda and you've saved it, you want to keep your save file, you have to hold the reset button down and then hit the power button. Otherwise, it can corrupt your save data. So there would be times that I'd be playing Zelda or Star Tropics, and back then when I was really little, my mom or my dad also, mostly my mom, but they also played those video games, and they kept saying that I was erasing their files, and I swear I had no idea. Like, not there were some times where I was a dumbass and I saved over shit, but it wasn't until I was an adult and I was like, "Oh my God, that's what I was doing." Because I just
yeah,
turned it off. I can't read.
yeah, you
I'm
don't
like
know. If you don't
5.
know, you're not doing it on purpose.
I
You
spent most
know.
of kindergarten in the hospital in a fucking wheelchair. I wasn't learning to read. I was learning how to not die and erasing save data.
I remember another game I spent a lot of time in, like playing against my mom, was or Space Invaders for 64.
That game exists.
Yeah, and she was very good at that game. I had no idea anything I was doing. I was shooting the aliens. That's what I knew, but I didn't know all the weapon combos you could do, all the special things. I had no fucking clue, and she would demolish me every single time.
um, for the Xbox, my stepdad and I we played the first Sniper Elite a lot because of couch co-op mode,
I
and
never heard of that on the original Xbox. Go ahead, keep talking.
what we would do is we would go and like do the recon, see how many enemies were around, and we would have competitions of who could get the furthest shot.
In which game?
The first Sniper Elite, the very first
Oh
one.
yeah, yeah.
Like you could play it with someone else, and we would like mark all the targets and like scoot back as far as we possibly could and fucking try to nail these guys in the head from like 600, 800 meters.
It's a fun game.
It
Yeah, it
was.
is. There's a new
So
one.
that's one I definitely spent a lot of time in. And fucking Warrior Within. God, I love that game.
Warrior Within was a good game.
Yeah, I felt like it was like a huge step up from the first game, and like I like the way the Prince's voice was more like he didn't sound like a little kid, like he sounded
Sure,
cool,
sure.
compared to Sands of Time. Um, and obviously Halo played a lot of fucking Halo.
Yeah, me too. Halo was like the shit. That game
It
was so fucking
was.
good when it came out. I mean, it's still good. I'd still hop into a lobby if they existed. But like, couch multiplayer, fucking us three and James, if you wanted to play, just fucking ripping into each other in Halo. That shit would be so much fun.
And
Get
then
each other's
I,
halos.
I said it in Halo.
God damn. Send your
and
Master
like
Chief to your Halo.
and like well, my brother and I would play a lot of Halo 2 when that came out
Yeah.
with our stepdad. Fucking
Your
everyone
body
would go
can't
for the
handle Mjolnir.
fucking fucking John.
Other gay stuff. I don't know.
What's
Other gay stuff.
what's
What
with
the
you and
fuck?
your gate stuff, huh? Are you trying to tell us something?
Yep.
What?
He's
Wow.
just like, yep. It does no follow up. Just yep.
Okay.
So anything else? We're gonna talk
um,
about anything else? You got anything
well,
else to say?
I'm pretty sure we've all been playing video games our whole lives. What are some predictions for your gaming future, your personal gaming future, given the state of modern gaming, both good or bad? So, like, what are like your predictions for yourself? What direction are you going to go into? Like, what is Matt and Kyle's video game collection going to look like in 5 years? Are you going to maybe stick with the modern stuff? I'm thinking if the PS5, like if they do a PS6 and it has the same kind of launch as the PS5 did,
Yeah.
I
I'm pretty
might
sure
be
the
out.
PS6 was announced.
Well, this is what me personally, I'm gonna do what I have been doing since like the PS2. Well, at least when I had the PS2. And that is wait until the very last minute. Like I am gonna play on the PlayStation 4.
My gaming future, and I don't think I'm just gonna keep, upgrading PS6, whatever, I don't think I'm gonna keep going, at least not immediately. I mean, I do want to Switch too, but as of right now, it plays Switch games, so it's just a Switch to me, so I don't really
Yeah.
see the point in getting it. Unless, I mean, maybe for a new Smash Bros, but I don't even know if they're gonna do that. Because you're probably not gonna be able to have everybody in it like you do this one.
What would they call it?
Really?
They already did like the ultimate one. You just
Yeah.
port that one.
Probably. I mean, I would like to expand my older game collection. I have an Xbox, but I do want like a PS2
Yeah, what a
and
better. They need to invent a PS2 that works.
yeah, more N64 games. I have GoldenEye. I've got my girlfriend has Donkey Kong 64. I have a bunch of other ones. I have Cruising USA. I played that one a lot as a kid. I don't know. I don't know what I would pick to like get for those. So I have to do a research.
Yeah.
What I was going to say was that with with the way things are in modern gaming, what I typically like to do is I'm content with the current system that I have,
Sure.
and I don't like to jump on and get the newest thing right then and there. I'll wait.
We
I'll wait
know.
until I it's time to upgrade. Because when you upgrade, like because by that time I actually see the value in it upgrading. Now, if it's all gonna go digital, I don't know if I'm gonna like that. I like
Nope.
physical media.
Yep.
Mm.
And if
Give me my
everything
discs.
yeah, if they all decide, like, let's say they come out the PS7, because I don't think with the next console generation it's gonna go all digital, but I could see that maybe happening with like a PS7, maybe a Switch 3 or the Xbox Series X3, 9, 2, 4,
The Xbox 720.
X12, yes, whatever fucking sequential letters and numbers they have
Yeah.
after it. I if it goes all digital, that's when it'll probably happen, like in a couple generations from between now and then.
Yeah.
But so I will not be getting the newest thing unless there is something that they put out and I really want to play it.
Fair. John.
Well, I'm not sure. Like I was saying before, if the PS6 releases like the PS5 did, then I'm gonna be pretty fucking unhappy about that. That was kind of a mess. I know COVID didn't help, but still.
What do you mean?
Well, there's just not enough PS5 exclusive games.
That's true.
and there were even less at the beginning. I mean, the Switch had a rocky start like that, but it eventually, picked up traction and became its own. I remember when I first got a Switch, I didn't have any games, and I went on the store and I typed in Luigi's Mansion. There was nothing. F-Zero, there was nothing. Donkey Kong, there was nothing. There was Mario and Zelda, and those are the only like big name Nintendo things that were on there back then. There was no Metroid, there was nothing. Just
Yeah,
Mario and Zelda, granted, those Mario and Zelda games were really, really good with several hours, like hundreds of hours, arguably, of shit to do between the two of them. But still, I don't know. But that eventually did pick up. We got our new Metroid, we got our new Luigi's Mansion, got our new. Still waiting on an F-Zero, but yeah, and I'd say the Switch really came into its own. It kind of took a while. I still don't think the PS5 is there. There's a few standouts. I've mentioned Silent Hill 2 a lot, Spider-Man 2. When Metal Gear Solid 3 comes out, I'm gonna want that. But not too much is a PS5 exclusive. I think the new Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, if that's exclusive to PS5, then that's a good one. But outside of those, there's nothing really. At least to me. I know there are some games that I haven't mentioned that some people really liked, like that. What was it, Deathloop? I think that game got pretty good
oh
reviews.
yeah, yeah.
I wasn't really interested in it at all, but I've heard
I
good
played it
things.
a little bit. It's not the greatest.
I can understand how that would be another one on the list for certain people, but
Sure.
still not very much. It's a great console though. I like the bells and
PS5.
whistles, and yeah,
Yeah,
I
me
like the
too.
bells and whistles and the things it can do, and the load times, and the video editor is a fucking breeze. Like it's
Yeah.
really cool.
I like the switcher tab that it's got. You know, you can just quick swap between shit.
Yeah,
And that's a nice upgrade. That's even if the PS4 had it, the PS5 is just better, just an improvement on it. You know, the PS5 is a good system. Not the PS5 Pro because it doesn't have a disk drive, but what can you do besides buy a disk drive for it?
yeah. You can buy a disc drive and attach it to the console, which is just like,
Just buy a PS5.
yeah, like the nerve,
Yeah. There's
the
no
nerve of these
graphical
people.
difference between the PS5 and PS5 Pro. I'm sorry, I do not see the difference.
I would say the PS5 is the PS4 Pro. I know there is a PS4 Pro. It's the
Yeah.
PS4 Pro Pro. PS4 Pro 2,
Pro squared.
Pro squared.
Yeah.
Tony Hawk's Pro Squader. Squared. Squared. Tony Hawk's PS5 squared. All right. Well, those have been that was a nice decent conversation about our earliest memories in gaming.
Yeah.
Does anybody have any final thoughts or anything they want to throw in at the end before we say goodbye to whoever is unfortunate enough to listen to us?
Nope.
Wait, what?
Did anybody have any final thoughts before we skedaddle out of here?
You're wrong about Pacific Rim. Fuck you.
What is it, like Pacific Rims and Halos and Master Beefs? And I'm noticing a pattern. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, like just
It's
There's
coming to
nothing called.
PS5.
huh?
There's nothing called Indiana Jones and the Great Circle.
The
Yes,
new
there
game.
is.
The new game is
The
Indiana Jones
newest
and the
game
Great
that came
Circle.
out is called The Great Circle.
He goes after the
Oh,
Vatican.
uh,
I don't know
okay.
if
See,
that's true. That was
I
I'm
was
sure they're
not
involved.
aware of this Great
I played
Circle.
it a little bit, but my laptop, like, it doesn't overheat, but it gets very hot very quickly. So I don't play it anymore. I want to. It's coming to the PS5.
that was already out.
It is, but it was on the Xbox
Yeah, it does look
and
interesting.
PC. It does, and I like
Is it
Indiana
all?
Jones as an IP, so
Is it all
it's
first
nice.
person?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
I'm
so. I
out.
think you might be able to switch the view, but I haven't. So, man, you
I'm
played
out.
Dishonored, it's the same shit.
Yeah, but
You
if I'm
play
going,
Skyrim,
yeah, but I play in third person.
you're garbage, dude. Playing Skyrim in
What?
third person
What's
is
the
just a war
point?
crime.
What is the point of me like fucking creating a character, making them how I want to look,
Doesn't have the
and
haircut.
dressing and like putting them in the armor that I think looks aesthetically cool, like the Daedric armor, and just for me not to see it.
You see it when you die.
Yeah, who cares, dude? You're playing. You can see it on your hands. Who gives a shit?
You crumple to a lifeless
Like
heap.
playing it in third
Hey,
person is just fucking awful.
no, it's not.
Yes, it
I
is.
I could play it in third person and kill everything in sight
That's fine.
effectively. Like
That's fine.
there are
Yes,
times
man.
I'll switch to
It's
first
it's
person
just the
because
worst.
it is not the worst.
Yes, when you're trying to pick stuff up like in front of you on a table, it's the fucking worst.
It's the Pacific Rim of video games.
That
No, it's
what he
not.
said. Just
I
kidding.
don't know.
Yeah,
No, but
when I need something specific, I'll switch to first person. Yes, but for the most part,
exactly. Even you
play.
think it's bad.
But it's not bad, but it's not
It is.
great. I can.
It
Fight,
is.
fight, fight, fight,
Nah.
fight.
I would like to fight you guys in some Smash Bros.
Matt doesn't want to.
Why
It's
not?
not I don't want to. It's just that I haven't paid for the online thing, and so I can't. Anyways,
Well, that's been it for this episode. Matt and Kyle existed during it.
Sure did.
yeah,
Matt, say something.
yes,
Say something witty.
something witty.
Got him.
Got him. Now hold my pocket for the rest of the episode.
First of all, hold your own pocket.
At
Second
why?
of all,
What does that do?
I don't know, but I ain't holding your pocket, you dumb bitch.
What if you hold the pocket and use it as a leash to drag me around? We could we
I
could
would just get a
trade.
dog. I would get a dog collar and a leash and put it around your neck.
Anyway, well, we're gonna go. Be excellent to each other, and thank you for listening. Say goodbye, gentlemen.
Bye,
Goodbye,
gentlemen.
gentlemen.